Hello, this is Catherine Dubberly, the Answer Lady. I'm a big fan of KISS looms, and I am cooperating with Kelly at KISS to present to you a whole series of looming techniques especially for KISS. We're going to do this on all sorts of KISS looms, so you get to see every basic technique on your own loom. Welcome and enjoy. Let's make the non-loopy cast-on, sometimes known as the double E-wrap cast-on. First we start with knotting a little bit of a loop into the yarn. Use a slip knot if you know how, and place it on peg number 1. Pull the tail down underneath to keep it out of the way. Wrap peg number 1 and knit it over. Now every peg after this will be done a little bit differently. Go behind the pin, E-wrap, but instead of moving on to the next needle or peg like this, we're going to E-wrap the same one again. Don't E-wrap too tightly or it will be hard to knit over, but you have some control. You can see it adjusted itself for me. And then I can pull the tail to get the cast-on stitch as tight as I want. E-wrap once, E-wrap twice on the same peg, knit the lower one over the upper one, and adjust. Behind the pin, 1 wrap, 2 wraps, lift the lower one over the upper one and adjust. Behind the pin, wrap, wrap, knit over. And one more time, wrap, wrap, knit over. Let me show you a couple of things. This piece was cast on using the double E-wrap non-loopy cast-on. This one was cast on using the regular E-wrap cast-on. You can see how much looser the regular is than the non-loopy cast-on. This one, the regular E-wrap, is very nice if you plan to lift these and hang them on pegs to close a hem. But if you're not doing that, and if the end will show, you may find that you much prefer the non-loopy double E-wrap cast-on. One other thing that I would like to show you, there is another cast-on often called the double E-wrap cast-on as well. Machine knitters use it, and on the machine it's very effective, but I don't think you will like it on the loom because it's even looser than a regular E-wrap. This is how it goes though. You wrap behind one pin, back to the original peg, and knit over. Now there's already a loop on peg 2, so we wrap behind this pin around peg 2 and knit over. And I'll go ahead and finish this to show it to you. If you need, for some reason, a tremendous amount of stretch, you may find it useful. But I think you can envision how very loose this is going to be. The advantage of it is, of course, you get a real stitch. But look at all that yarn. So I don't really recommend this version of the double E-wrap cast-on. Let's look once more at the one that does work well for us. 2 wraps per peg, knit over. Behind the next pin, 2 wraps per peg, and knit over.